Our journey into the world of cacao continues. We left the Munoz family with such a joy in our hearts, and we're ready for more. So we kept going. We crossed the bridge and we went to Doña Jacqueline Vasquez, another cacao producer in the area. She's very sweet and welcoming, and she allowed us to walk around her property, and her husband Douglas and Manuel showed us and taught us about our favorite fruit.
So there are a few telltale signs when we're talking about heirloom varieties of cacao as opposed to hybridized, more like CCN 51. When we start with the branches themselves, these branches here have a fuzz on them, almost like a peach would, and the leaves are way thinner than a more hybridized cacao, as you can see this plant here.
Much wider.
The truest sign is when you actually open the pod and then you cut open the seeds, and inside you will find mostly, maybe not all, but 60-70% white beans, as opposed to the more hybridized cacaos that have a darker, maybe more purple beans inside. Perfect example where we can see side to side an heirloom variety of cacao to a more hybridized cacao. And so what was done here with this plant is they did what it's called an insert, in Spanish is an injerto, in which they essentially take a branch from an heirloom variety and they insert it in the root system of a hybridized cacao tree. If you get in here, you can see in there, this is the place where the branch was inserted into the root system. And so this side here has these heirloom varieties, pointy ends, very deep lines here, the rugged skin, and then you can compare it to the side to side of this older root system that had a hybridized cacao, and it's like way more less pointy here, thicker in general, less pronounced lines.
So here we can see an injerto, which is an insert of a newer tree that is coming in and connecting right with the older tree, and this one has been around for 4 years. We can see that it's already giving fruit, and so it will receive a lot of the nutrients through the old root system, but it will still have a new way of being able to blossom. The old one wasn't giving fruit anymore, so this is a really powerful way of being able to allow the fruits to still give, but still using the root system for the nutrients.
Diferente la mazorca. Es como ¿cómo se llaman esos que vienen como esa fruta viene como ese pelito?
Aqua.
Como no, sí.
Viene.
Ay, sí. Wow. This is what fresh cacao looks like from the inside. Manuel is cutting it to show us what the beans look like. As you can see, one of the main traits of heirloom strains is the rugged skin and pointy ends. This is one of the most important ways of identifying the type of cacao that has arrived in your hands. Now, it's time to try it. I have been waiting for this for so long. It's like so sweet. It's almost like kind of like mango, but like mango ice cream. Oh, good. Awesome. This is probably my favorite fruit. This is definitely my favorite fruit.
No kidding, Flo. Cacao is your favorite fruit.
In all forms. I mean, just eating it like this is my favorite part about coming to the farms. Besides seeing our farmers, of course.
Ya, en este momento vamos a agarrar la vareta donde vamos a hacer el injerto.
Now Douglas is showing us how the farmers are using grafts to give new life to older or even sick trees. He first chooses a branch from a healthy cacao tree that is ready to sprout the floral bed where the fruit comes from. He then peels the leaves. The next step is to find a cacao tree that has been yielding less and less throughout the years, or maybe one that has stopped giving out cacao entirely. Finally, he cuts into the tree and he places the healthy graft inside and uses a wrapper to hold both parts together until the graft takes a hold and grows by itself. Douglas explained more about it.
Sí, a los 22 días ya se abre la funda. Hasta esta parte de aquí. Esta parte de aquí se la deja hasta unos 3 meses que ya haga callosidad Ya bien ceñido, ya a los 3 meses ya le puedes sacar toda la funda. Porque hay variedad que a los 4 meses ya está dando fruto. Y hay otros que dan a los 5 meses, 6 meses. Sí, más o menos esta técnica la empezamos en 2014, hace 6 años. Se anda más rápido, este injerto anda más rápido que un árbol sembrado directamente en la tierra.
This is a criollo strain, right? And so when you cut it in half, this is obviously a little bit unripened, but you can see the beginning of the formation of some white beans here, which are, again, a clear indication, and this is a heirloom variety of cacao. Not all of the beans are always going to be white, but you'll have a percentage of about 60 to 70% white beans.
It's amazing to see how much you can learn about cacao. We were glad to see that the development of the agricultural practices in Esmeralda, hopefully they switch into ancestral cacao, and it will be big enough so that we can have them join the Cacao Lab family one day. Human ingenuity combined with the respect for our mother knows no limits. It was time for us to leave, and we were tired, but Alfredo had one more surprise for us. We were about to meet one of the most beautiful communities in the world. This is AMATIF, an association formed by women of Esmeralda. They had been working for 14 years together, 7 of them with cacao specifically. Their intention was to create products that raise the value of raw material they already grow on their land, like cacao, and using it to produce ancestral chocolates that served not only as a delicious treat, but also as a part.
Bueno, mi nombre es Lorena Valdés, soy la esposa del caballero que está allá, presidenta de la asociación por este periodo. ¿Sí? Como asociación pues la conformamos 27 socios, dentro de los 27 hay 3 varones que son colaboradores con nosotros. Venimos trabajando desde hace 14 años.
Lorena took us into the inside of the AMATIF complex, showing us around and explaining to us what the machines they had slowly but surely acquired as part of the vision for the association. The women of AMATIF showed us the process of packing their delicious chocolate. Everything in this place was earned by their hard work and effort. From the processing machines to the stickers on the tinfoil wrappers, these women gave their all to the association. The women of AMATIF then gave us the most beautiful surprise by singing a song that talks about cacao, how thankful they are to it, and how much work it is to give the final form as chocolate they're able to create to feed and nourish people. It was a beautiful moment that really touched our hearts, and a reminder of just how much love and teamwork is present in the world.
El chocolate es un santo, el chocolate es un santo que de rodillas se muere, que de rodillas se muere, con la mano se bate, con la mano se bate.
We were so lucky for having the opportunity to meet such beautiful people. The AMATIF Association, Jacqueline, her husband Douglas, Manuel, everyone just had such a big heart and such a love and passion for the earth, the plants, cacao, and life itself.
Fue un gran honor estar con ustedes y recibir este proceso y saber que cuando tomemos su cacao tan rico, del otro lado vamos a recibir todo ese amor, todo ese canto que nos compartieron con nosotros.
It's truly a blessing to have the opportunity to meet such wonderful people, to learn from them, to listen to their stories, but most importantly, to understand what their hard work truly means.
So we bought all the cacao that they had made, and we're very excited to bring them home and sip on them. And we also got to record the song that they were sharing. So we'll be definitely playing the song while we drink this cacao. And hopefully we can come back in the near future and be able to bring this back to the city. We all need this love.